Have you seen this?
How many employees are in the Attorney General's office? Any guess? 4,200 people. And over 100 offices. 62% of that, approximately, is child support. So that's a big part of what we did. I'll talk about that in a minute. But I talked about child support and what a big part it is for us. Texas obviously cares about collecting child support because for the custodial parent. And some of that is we certainly want to take care of our children. We also want to make sure that people don't need government assistance as a result of parents not taking care of their kids. And so it's a big effort. We have almost 1 million clients that we deal with a year. Texas is particularly good at it. We collected over $4 billion last year. The closest state, well, just to give an example, of California, which is much larger than us, they collected $2.3 billion. And for every dollar that we spend on child support collections, we collect about $12.27. The closest to us is
That was Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton. Texas doesn't have a definition for custodial versus non-custodial parent. And if the judge tells dad to go pick up the child first, third, and fifth Fridays at 6 o'clock and he shows up, he's definitely not an absent parent. The state of Texas mandates that you're an absent parent to receive the federal incentives that Attorney General Ken Paxton was just talking about. If they label you as an absent parent in the child support system, that means you're a non-custodial parent and they can claim federal incentives for you being an absent parent. Take a listen to this audio where one of the advocates calls the Texas Attorney General's office and demands to be removed as an absent parent as he's a very active parent in his child's life. Take a listen.
Usually, the system will refer the absent parent as the one who has no custody, which will be the non-custodial parent.
Well, that doesn't make any sense. I'm sorry to interrupt, but I'm not certain that makes sense to me because I'm a joint managing conservator of my son, and like I said, I'm not absent. Using the dictionary, absent, means like not there, and I literally just dropped him off this morning at school. So I'm just trying to understand this. That doesn't make any sense. Is that an error in your system or something like that?
No, sir. The system will either put absent parent or non-custodial parent, like either or. There's two terminologies that the system will use to describe, whoever is not the custodial parent. I mean, I understand what you're saying, that you're present, you're not absent, but that's how the system, will put the non-custodial parent, as an acronym as well.
But I'm not non-custodial. I'm joint managing conservator.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I'm trying to understand this because that is incorrect. I'm not absent, and I've never been absent in my son's life.
Okay.
And the only reason I may be absent on a few days is because a judge ordered me against my will not to be in my son's life. Mm-hmm. I never agreed to that either.
Okay. Yeah. Let me transfer to the office that handles your case. That way they can, give you a better answer. Give me one moment, please.
Hello, sir. My name is Maria. I'm from the Pflugerville office. How can I assist you this morning?
Good morning, Miss Maria. My name is, and I have some questions. I received my case file from y'all, and I'm hoping you can help me.
Okay. How can I
let me know
assist
when
you today?
Okay. So I have a call log from y'all, and I'm trying to figure out a couple things on this call log, and then I have a question on another document. So looking at this call log, there's my name listed on here, and then in a couple instances, there's somebody known as absent parent listed on here. Can you tell me who that absent parent is? Because to the best of my knowledge, my son only has his mother and myself, and neither of us are absent. So I'm trying to figure out who this person is that's calling.
Absent parent is known as the non-custodial parent.
Well, I'm not absent. That's the
Look.
thing. I dropped him off this morning at school, and
Okay.
you know, he's been with me, and he spends time with me, so I'm not absent.
Okay. That right there, that's through call. That's our system. When we get a call and it's generated through, a lot of the people will choose absent parent or non-custodial parent, which is NP, depending on, it's just what was there when the system was put in place. That it is acknowledged that you are the father to the child. Then there's just options on when the calls are coming in, what they type in there fast to get the call through.
Okay. Well, I'm not
Sometimes
non-custodial either. I've got joint managing conservatorship.
Okay. Let me go ahead. One moment, sir. Let me go ahead and reach out to my supervisor. One moment.
Yeah. Of course. Take your time.
Sir?
Yes.
Okay. So my supervisor was stating that she went over the case. She said that due because the system's configuration, even if you have joint conservatorship, the purpose of the Office of Attorney General, the parent who pays the child support is listed as the non-custodial parent due to the system configuration. When they did configuration of the system, that's how they configured to distinguish the custodial parent and the non-custodial parent. Them were the acronyms and the terms that they used when they did the start of the system and implemented it. It doesn't mean that you're the absent parent. It's just how the system identifies the party who pays the support.
Okay, great. So you guys can get that fixed, right? You guys can put my name as on there. You should be able to go, because I don't want any record to reflect that I'm absent, because I'm not. So that should be pretty easy fix, right?
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and send that referral over onto her, the supervisor. She would have the authority to go in the records and change that.
Okay, yeah, I just want to make certain that nowhere does it say that I am absent, because I'm not. And the only reason why I wouldn't be around my son is because a judge ordered me not to be around my son for a certain period of time, which I didn't consent to. So let's get that fixed. I want to make certain that your records are correct and my records are correct, and you'll be sending me an updated version of that, correct, of this call log?
This will be, it'll be requested, sent in through request, and then my supervisor will also send that request to you.
Okay, and you're going to note, you're going to have like a letter noting that, hey, we updated this because you're not absent, correct?
Correct. This is going to be a letter generated out to you.
Yeah. So let me just make certain that I got all this, that a letter. So we'll have so it'll be two parts. The first part will be a letter saying like, dear, we updated your call log. You are not an absent parent. We've updated it. It should reflect your name on there. Sincerely, Office of the Attorney General. And then part two will include the updated call log, correct?
I'm going to go ahead and send that request to the supervisor, and then she would be the one to contact you and let you know what she can provide you.